Hello, everybody, and we're back. We're starting a war right here. We're starting a new kingdom or province called Private Resort. It's based off the movie Private Resort by Jonny Depp and Rob Morrow. It's about two young men who go to a fancy hotel and are being accosted by a uh, a, a a diamond thief, a security guard, and a bunch of shenanigans that these people get themselves into. It's a very funny movie for '80s movie. This is based on the whole spring break movie, summertime teenager romp movies. In the same vein, there's this one where these students get kicked out of a military school and they have to go to a work in a hotel again, which happens to be trying to be bought out by I guess a Christian cult member who uh, who's trying to sell cocaine or something to buy a hotel. And there's another one called Hotel Tropical or Hot Chili. This again is about four teenagers who go down to Mexico to work in a hotel resort over the summer. And they that one's not as funny though. Private Resort seems to be funnier, but it's very '80s. It's very clean, I guess, but it's a good movie. Starring young Johnny Depp. You get to see his ass and stuff. Um, so, anyways, let us do something funny here. I am not to fund the dragon anymore. Build my armies, fund the dragon. So we're gonna fund the dragon here. It only needs 60,000 gold coins, 60,435 gold coins. So let's donate that. And the dragon has been launched. This should really piss them off because everybody has spent a lot of money trying to build that dragon up, build the dragon up, and remember if you send a dragon, it cancels the other dragon if that dragon is still alive. If the if the prior dragon is still alive, then this new dragon, the fresh dragon, cancels that one out. There's no double dipping in this game. But let's train our forces here, or maybe we can get explore. But this asshole puts me down to maybe just 1 acre of land for exploration, so I have to attack, or I have to do land casting spells. So we can always get around that by doing this. However, we can always go maybe give me more housing. How's my food supply? Yeah, my food supply is nearly at 1 million, so we don't have to worry about food ever again. Okay, let's go down to maybe get some more build up our channelings. It seems like they are ignoring me. I've been hitting them. I've been building up my forces, but I've been trying to prepare myself for hitting them, but I don't think that they've noticed me. I'm not an entity like myself, so let's raise the stakes a bit. Let's first of all let's buff up our forces here. That's again that's '80s kind of music. For a scene where they're being chased by the diamond thief. They're being chased by the diamond thief, and they end up hiding out in a aerobics class full of sexy young women. So. And then so we're gonna wait here. We're gonna start to build up our strength and our forces. Like we go to combat, and you can see how my defense is really impenetrable at the time, nearly almost impenetrable. So we'll just sit tight and wait, and then we'll start hitting Freaky again. I've been attacked a couple times by this player called God, this player called Hard Rock. And Freaky Fico wrote to me, writing down, going, okay, I've been trying to tell him, he used to be the king here. I've been trying to tell him that I've been hit. And he insensitively asked, "Do you have a WhatsApp? I need your number for communication purposes." That, in a total autistic teenager kind of autistic. Most of the players of this game, of any games, are pretty much autistic. So he doesn't really care that I've been hit. You know, I've been trying to tell him that God's hit me twice, and then okay, we'll deal with him later. As for now, I need you to feed the dragon to gold, to gold, 1 gold coin. Don't send it yet. And I wrote down if you don't talk to H1 and Hard Rock and 78 gold or God, I can't fund the dragon if my problems keep getting hit. And he says something insensitive like, "Stop growing, focus on your defense." Like, I mean, and he just insensitively sends me a war build, totally oblivious to my needs, and and then I asked him, and then he writes this bullshit here to me. And then he wrote down, 1, you outgrow us. 2, you have insensitive defense. 3, your net worth is per acre below 140. 4, if you stay the same size as us, I'm sure no one will dare messes with you. 5, do I need to explain summon, or can we focus on the war? Totally autistic answers right there. So I don't ha 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 ha. So I'm gonna be punishing the son of a bitch, just this autistic little freak here. Or maybe I can just punish him now. Oh, I don't have enough runes. My thieves are just laughable. See? Only 37.6. This is because I was hit a couple times. Well, we hit the judge for now. Maybe get some runes and start to nuke the son of a bitch here. Rob the vault? No. Arson? No, see. So you can go rob the vault, or rob the towers. I need to get some munitions. No, not even. Yeah, we can drop the towers for this guy. Oh, Sapphire Dragon. What? Oh, he's not even. He only has 396. What the hell is a Sapphire Dragon, by the way? I mean, do we go to here? Let's see, Sapphire. Oh, okay. I've been hit by a Sapphire Dragon. My thief and wizard operations fail. I have less drafted soldiers and 10% income. This is not too bad because at least you don't lose men. At least you don't lose at least you don't lose men. At least you don't lose at least you don't have a crazy dragon burning your shit down. I only robbed the towers for 400 runes. So anyways, here's the latest skitty on me. I'll be heading down to Toronto, like I mentioned in my other episodes, for the 2015 TO game, Pan Am Games. However, I discovered that I'm unable to drive the SUVs, especially on the on their super highway, because I tried to rent a car this weekend to practice my driving skills, and my driving skills I haven't driven since 2008, so my driving skills are very, very poor. In fact, maybe I should just use my driving license as an ID, just use it for ID purposes until the government issues a multi-pass. Lead loop down to multi-pass, where the ID is connected to government ID, passport, and driver's license. But in my case, I'm an uninsured driver. But however, the insurance doesn't go for the driver. The insurance goes on the car. So if the car is insured, then the driver is insured for that moment, even if it's rental. This may not work if someone is borrowing their car. Someone's not insured to that car. Doesn't drive. I'm not sure how that rule works. So I will not be getting any demerits because the the officer who took our reports was pleased that I did show up. I did stick around, or not stick around, but because it's like 11 o'clock, the police stations were the non-emergency police stations were closed. So I had to go in the early morning to figure out who the car belongs to. This is why you should have a copy of the card in case you don't. In case you don't have, in case you do have insurance, make multiple copies of your insurance cards. This way you can slide it in their windshield, so they don't think that you got hit and run. Because if they accuse you of hit and run, then you're pretty much fucked up. If someone has reported you for hit and run, then someone accuses you of hit and run, then you're fucked up. If you have 2 hits and runs, then you're really fucked up. I mean, you go into jail for a short time or a long time, depending on if you killed anybody. But it's not so much other cars that I'm afraid of, because most people are safe drivers, and I'm a safe driver. But it's people who are, I can't seem to see people who are crossing the street until it's way too late. So this is why you drive slow in playground zones. This is why you drive slow in school zones, because you don't simply have the time to react. But I was driving SUV, so the turning is okay. I mean, the camera behind the SUV is okay, but it's the shoulder checking thing. You have to shoulder check for one thing, but you have to really, really crank your shoulder check. And in this case, I really have to crank in my head. So the only thing I can seem to drive is a smaller car, or maybe a hatchback, but definitely a smaller car. I mean. But the good news is they're coming up with self-driving cars in the near future, foreseeable future. And those things are uber safe. So this is wonderful news that once they have self-driving cars, I can still have the ability to go shopping for food, go out to the mountains, camping, that kind of thing. Take the kids camping, that kind of thing. Enjoy nature, hang out, bring them to someplace beautiful. This is one of the benefits of living in Banff, or near Banff in Calgary. I tried to drive up to Banff, take the old Banff Coach Road to. It's a part of the Banff segment is called the of the Canadian superhighway. The Trans-Canada Highway is called the Old Banff Trail, and hopefully I can. It's really hard, and also when you're going like 100 and stuff, it's really hard to wind around the lake, wind around the mountains. So it's gonna be even so when you go further into the mountains, because that's only just the Banff head. That's just only the leeward side of the island of the mountains. So yeah. So I'm going to be seeing you hopefully today. The Toronto 2010 games have contacted, or 2015 games have contacted me and let me know that I can work in the office. I'll be retrained for that. I probably have to go to volunteer. I have to probably go sign up for another set of training days before the game starts in about 2 weeks or 2 months or something. I'll probably have to rent my own apartment, or maybe just rent a shit apartment, or maybe just live in a hobo house, a homeless shelter, for the whole duration of the games, or just live in this camp out in the by the river like a hobo. But it'll be quite an interesting experience going to Toronto. I was very surprised to see that they put me down as a transport driver when I told them that I'm from Calgary, where the lanes are pretty much 2 lanes or 3 lanes, 4 lanes at max, not 8 lanes or 10 lanes, super highways. However, Calgarian overpasses, cloverleafs, and other kinds of traffic are turning out to slowly be like that. You have all these weird, strange bridges everywhere, so it's very strange. You have to keep an eye on the signs. So we're coming up to our 15 minutes here, so 15 minutes of fame here. So we'll slowly rebuild our province, and we'll see if we can hit this bastard again a couple more times. So have a good night, and thank you for watching our show. First episode of of our province.